Hello everyone! Today in this video I will be giving you 5 tips how to sound like a native English speaker. Tip number 1. Intonation and stress. This is how we communicate with someone, how we show our emotions in speech. So for example, let's take a basic sentence. I like to swim. So when I'm teaching this, I sound very robotic, right? I like to swim. But when we are speaking in real life, I do not speak like this, right? I would just say, I like to swim. So in this way, I like. Like is the stressed syllable here because it is the most important word in the sentence. So, I like to swim. Swim is important too. So, I am stressing like and swim. But I am not stressing I or to because they're not as important. So, when we are speaking, I like to swim. You can see I am smiling. It is something I enjoy doing. So we want to make sure we are using our facial expression to show our emotions. And we use the tone of voice as well to show how we are feeling. We do not want to sound like a robot. I like to swim. No, this does not sound natural, right? You need to make it sound like a natural speaker. We use emotion. We use our rising, falling tones, and we stress some words and don't stress other words. This will help the flow of speech, and it will make you sound like a native speaker. Tip number 2. This is just to take some pauses in between the words you are trying to communicate with someone. Now, we should not speak too quickly or we should not speak too slowly, but it is very natural and normal to take short pauses, especially when you're trying to think of what to say next. This will also help other people understand you. So for example, if I am talking about going to the park, right? I would say, today I went to the park and I saw many birds and children playing with each other. And then another pause. I also rode my bike through the trails in this wonderful area, and I had a great time overall. So you can see between the ideas that I have, every time I change to a different thought or idea, it is natural to take a very short pause in between. You do not need to speak like this. Today I went to the park and then I saw birds and then I did this and then I did that. If somebody listens to this, wait, what? It's way too fast, right? We need to slow down. It's okay to take breaks, to take short pauses. Many English learners, they think this is like a failure of some sort. They don't want to take any pause, but it is very natural to do this. Number 3. We should always know a little bit of the slang terms, idioms, and informal language that is being used. So it is very difficult to communicate with someone if you have no knowledge about these things. Because to sound more like a native speaker, we do use a lot of slang terms and informal language when we are communicating with each other. Especially if we're really close friends or with close family members, we will not speak in a formal manner. Tip number 4, this is just to imitate other speakers. So imitation, this is just about copying the same thing somebody else does. So a very successful, good way to learn how to speak like a native speaker is to copy how the native speaker will speak. So we can do this by watching videos on YouTube or listening to podcasts, whatever you want to do. You should choose a video or a topic that is interesting to you, and then you can practice copying the same words, the same phrases that this native speaker speaks. And the final tip is just to speak with confidence. I think this is the most difficult thing for learners to overcome, because of course when we first learn how to do something new, we are naturally a bit shy. We do not want to make any mistakes. We do not want to speak that confidently. It is not natural because we don't have that confidence yet. But to sound like a native speaker, native speakers always speak with confidence, even if all the grammar is not correct, even if we make some mistakes along the way, we will just continue speaking anyway. And we speak with this confidence. We speak loudly and directly at the person we are trying to communicate with. If you are speaking in a very shy, reserved manner, you are hesitating a lot, then you will not sound natural, because native speakers, we do not speak like this. So, to review, to sound like a native speaker, we should always be thinking about intonation, about speech, about the stressed and unstressed words that we might have. We should also remember to take some breaks, take pauses as we speak. Taking a short pause in between our ideas is very normal and natural to do. We should also try to imitate other native speakers and make sure you have some basic knowledge about slang terms or informal language that is used in that situation or to discuss that specific topic. And of course, speak with confidence. Fake it until you make it. Even if you do not know all of the English vocabulary that we have, it's okay. Try to speak as well as you can, even if you make some small errors. If the native speaker can somewhat understand you, they will still be able to have a conversation with you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.